The report on Greece's progress, leaked this week by the Financial Times, suggests that the country's bruising struggle to balance its budget is being appreciated, but the road ahead remains strewn with boulders. The performance review by representatives of the so-called Troika of Greece's creditors, the International Monetary Fund, European Central Bank and European Commission, awards Greece high marks for a very substantial fiscal adjustment. Greece has closed a €36 billion deficit by €23 billion in just 3 years, leaving just a third of the way to go. This sentiment was passionately seconded Wednesday by Charles Dallara, managing director of the Institute of International Finance, which represents some 400 banks and private lenders. In a speech delivered in Athens, he called Greece's course of cost-cutting nothing short of brutal. According to the original memorandum Greece signed with its lenders in April 2010, it should now be coming to the end of the process. Instead, it has asked for an extension to the end of 2016. The previous 2-year extension to 2014 has already doubled the cost of its original bailout loan to €200 billion. This extension, the Troika believes, will cost another €32 billion. The reason for these setbacks is a slippery recession, which has claimed the fifth of the country's economy and quarter of its workforce in just 3 years. Greece has so far been forced to cut €49 billion in spending, more than twice the size of the deficit hole it has managed to plug. New cost cuts approved last week will over the next 2 years raise that number to a staggering €62 billion, a third of the economy. Greece is caught in a vicious cycle. As the economy shrinks, its tax revenue falls, meaning that spending has to be reduced even further to achieve targets. That is why austerity policies continued to be extended. The report acknowledges this, calling the recession deeper and longer than expected. It also recognizes that the spending cuts have deepened and lengthened it. So can Greece be saved through fiscal retrenchment? The political opposition in Athens thinks not. At its heart sits a radical left SYRIZA party, which sees the memoranda of austerity measures as a political dead end that devour their governments. SYRIZA has in the past supported unilaterally defaulting within the Eurozone. Recent polls show that it enjoys a slight lead of 2 to 3 points above the ruling conservative New Democracy. Embracing austerity as the responsible choice, on the other hand, has punished New Democracy and its main coalition partner, the Socialist PASOK. They have fallen from a combined 77% of the popular vote in 2009 elections to 42% last June. The 4-month-old coalition bears the scars of last week's legislative battles, where €13.5 billion in new cuts were approved. 8 of its members of parliament defected and were permanently expelled, permanently reducing its majority. Its smallest members, the Democratic left, stepped aside in a crucial vote on the austerity package.